for the lion's mane is going to be across the body, straight across, because that's the direction you're going in. Out, step, step, step. The reason you don't want to go too far out is now you got to go back. So just keep that in mind. If you go really far out, now you have to come back in. So it's not necessary. Okay? All right. Let's talk about what the hands are doing. One way we practiced was to go literally up against, in this case, the mirror or a wall and circle your arm. You should not touch the wall at all. It should be that flat. Because if you are doing any forward back movements, it will not be a round circle. The audience, from their perspective, it looks chopped. So you need to have it be as flat as your arms can. So without the veil, arm down at 45. Okay, circle all the way around and then cross your body, stop here. This should not feel awesome. I mean, it shouldn't hurt, but it shouldn't be like, oh yeah, I could have my hands there forever. Like you actually do need to cross. Like you can see here, like it is fairly crossed, and then come skim the front of your body and then end at the 45 again. The reason is we do two. If you end here, then it's less up time you have. And I know there's a lot of things. I'm gonna tell you, I say the panoply of things that you could choose, what right now makes sense to you. When we go up, we want to put the motion up, and then this is a guiding motion. What we don't want is down, which I saw a lot of, which is very normal. I do that too, especially with my non-dominant hand. I'm like, come on, you know, but you really want to think up, and that's why you need to have more distance. So it's at the 45. If you're here, you don't have as much time and room to go up before you have to start to come down. Does that make sense? And the arm, needless to say, stays in front of you. There's no crossing behind or anything like that. It's like if you had a pane of glass, right? And your arm is operating within that pane of glass, flat. Okay, that's a lot of talking. Let's go ahead and try it. So we're in the centurion. Ready? And around, 2, 3, 4, around, 2, 3. And I need to watch you because I can't see you when I turn. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and around, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's definitely a lot better than last week already. Now, after we end the second time, in general, if you're gonna have your arms down, you need to know that your veil is dragging. So that needs to be purposeful, and it's a little bit of a trip hazard. If you're an advanced veil dancer, you can do whatever you want. Like there's like, if you can make it work, fantastic. As a general rule, we are gonna hold our arms high enough so that the veil is not dragging. So just keep that in mind, because if you step on that, right, or you might drop it, and it also doesn't look good. Sometimes we will have the veil, like this, the veil is on the floor, right? But that's on purpose. So just keep that in mind. So in this case, we want the centurion to have the full glory of the veil here. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Think up. 2, 3, 4. Any questions? I would say if you find that you ended up a little bit high, yes, you should dip down a little bit. But I wouldn't jerk it. You know, like I wouldn't make that a feature, right? Because then it'll look jagged. But yeah. Okay, so we need to end here. I see some lower veils here. And then I think I need to hear the music because I don't remember what comes next without listening to the music. So let's just try that much. Okay, and if you have any questions, let me know. This is when we're coming in. Circle with the waterfall, half waterfall. Or drop the arms. Over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lion's mane. Lion's mane. Make sure your arm is up. Okay, so when I'm running back with the music, there's an 8 count that I never saw on count 1 because of music things. So we're gonna wait for 1 count of 8, do nothing. And the second count of 8, if I'm not back from turning on the music, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then it goes ba, ba da ba, ba da da, ba da da, ba da da. and the rest, yes. And I will save you from my, from my bad, what is that, beatboxing or whatever. Okay, let's do that again. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half waterfall. Mid thigh, half waterfall. Drop the hands. Over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lion's mane, over, over. Arm up. Where's your arm? That's what I mean about the, yes. One more time. And in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, half waterfall. Mid thigh, half waterfall. Drop your arms. And 1, 2. Lion's mane, circle, circle. Arm out. When we're coming in, if you're not doing a 3/4, you need to do a hip up. We can't just like scooch our way in. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to be on the same foot, right? So that's hip up. If you're doing a 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have my permission on the 8 to not do a 3/4. You can do, if you're doing 3/4, you can just stop on the 8. So no funny footwork with that. They are hip ups or 3/4. When we come around, when we come here, I think everyone's doing a good job of the height of the veil. It is a very, very, visual and obvious prop. When we come here, you have to drop the arms. And we're gonna work on the height of that, but that looks good. And then from here, don't rush the footwork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is a step touch. It's no more and no less. There's not a triple step in there. There's not a stand in place. It is literally a step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Yeah, like meaning that there's no variation in it. I know it seems kind of boring, but we're busy with our hands. Okay, so just to move on for the sake of time here. Knees are soft. Make sure your arm, the elbow is soft, but it is out. It is straight, because once you start to drop it, the audience is going to see across and we're going to be uneven. So the elbow must be straight and soft, not bent and not somewhere else, okay? We want to do hip up, doom, 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 doom. Okay, so that's the rhythm. Up, 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 up. And then from here, we're going to do an ummi. I'll break this out in a second. Ummi. Then we want to do the same hip work. We're going to put the hand behind us just for variety. And the veil should be like, you see how it's midline and to the left versus like here. We want to drape, and we will finesse all this as well. And don't do it too far ahead, because then I can't see you, right? And then same hip, right, left, right, left, right. Ummi to the front. Drop your hand here. And it goes da 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 da, and then we go da 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 da, and then lift both arms up, body roll, up, down, another body roll, up and down. And my hands are funny because I dropped my veil earlier. Okay, so let's tuck your veil, or just put it in your waistband, drop it on the floor, tuck it into your hip scarf. Okay, so let's do the hip work. So when we do our hip ups, I think you all have heard me say this probably a gazillion times at this point. I'm gonna say it again. Feet underneath the hip joints, the knees are soft, tailbone is neutral. How you get there is crunch everything in and then tilt your pelvis slowly towards the back. And once you feel your glutes start to relax, that's when your tailbone is pointing down. I'm not talking about the booty, I'm talking about this angle in the lower back. We don't want it to have that curve. We want, for various reasons, it looks better. It's not gonna, you're not as prone to injury. There's a variety of reasons why it allows a greater range of motion. There's a lot of reasons why we want to have the tailbone be neutral. Lift from your diaphragm, roll the shoulders back, and pinch gently between the shoulder blades. Okay, that's our beginning position. We do knee to the back, knee to the back. Doom, 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 doom. So 3 slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's just with the knee. I'm not doing anything with the obliques. I'm just putting my knee to the back wall. From here, your right hip is already up. So from here, just use that muscle right above your pubic bone to pull in, like give your belly button, pull your belly button into your spine. And as you're doing that, circle, and then your left knee is straight. So we're just gonna do half a ummi. We're not gonna do major ummi. We're just gonna do our right hip is up, along the front, and then I think I just stop here. I'm gonna have to look at the video of myself after I video of myself teaching. And then from here, same thing, we're just gonna move the hands, which we'll do in a second. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's your counts for those of you who want the counts of the music. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, what are our hands doing? So we ended in a centurion. We're gonna leave it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you want to finish the entire thing, because once you move your arm, no one's looking at what your hips are doing. You have a big, piece of fabric attached to it. You must finish the whole thing. Dum, 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 da 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 da, dum, 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 da 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 da. Okay, so at least get to this side before you move the arm. And you know me, I'm gonna get it down to the 80 anda or whatever quarter count. But just for now, don't start to move it before you're still doing your ummi. No, okay? Dum 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 da 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 dum bum 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 da 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 dum. Then I bring my right arm down, so the fabric is partially covering me. We can decide whether or not to put a shimmy on top, but it's a hip slide to the right, hip slide to the left. Then it's a body roll as you lift both hands. Body roll, and then both hands. Body roll. Yes? Okay. Let's do it again. So we did da-da-da-da, and then we da-da-da-da. So bring the right arm in front. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I think I pull it across as my hip is going, and I just leave it there. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then body roll, and then body roll. That should be very helpful that we're bringing both arms up to start the body roll. Try not to get your shoulders into it, but for once, I feel like the parts are not totally independent and unhelpful for each other. Okay, let's try that with the veil. Just with the veil, not with the hips yet. So let's just do the arms. Doom, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum. Doom, 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 da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yes? Again, you do not need to do the hip movements, but let me show you with the hip movements so that you kind of have that. Just do the arms. Ready? And doom, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da. Doom, 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 da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Everyone's gonna be so happy to have the actual music instead of me. Okay, let's do it all together. Ready? Arm, elbow is soft, but it is straight. Yep. And doom, 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 doom. Da 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 da. Doom, 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 doom. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And I did notice this time around, I do kind of pin my thumb to the outside of my right thigh because that'll help our shape look similar, right? Versus if you're pinning here or pinning here, you know what I mean? So I pin it kind of like where my hip scarf, hip scarves are different lengths, but they're generally similar. So I pin it to this part of my thigh because this will be different than, right? So I pin on the outside.
When you're holding it, when it's wrapped around you?
Yes. What I mean by pin is I'm actually touching my thigh to keep it stable because we have two parts of the combination. Da 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 and da 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 da. I don't want to like move this at all. So I'm literally pressing against my thigh versus floating out, right? From here, this might be where people are crossing or not crossing. So let me just show you from the back if that's useful. So let me see. From here to here to here. And then from here, I literally just lift both arms up. And then from here, I open up. My sequence might eat my hair, but I just open up. So don't add anything extra in there. One more time. And doom, 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 da 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 da. Doom, 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. So pin this at your thigh so they were, you know, everyone's on a different spot. Da 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 da. And up and out. It's a ponytail. Yeah, I know. It's the hair. Yeah. The hair and the sequins. They want to be best friends. Okay, let's try that. Can we try that with the music? Let me do it a little bit faster because it's not that much faster, but it is faster than what we have it. So we just did, let's do the transition from the lion's mane. And around 2, 3, 4, around 2, 3, 4. Doom, 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 da 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 da. Doom, 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Pin that hand to the outside of the right thigh. Da 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 da. Up. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yes. See, my hair is eating the sequins are eating my hair. So you want to make sure your arms are straight, elbows are soft, because otherwise, by the time we get here, if you're too far in, you're not going to be able to, like, if your hand is too like high up, then you're going to be like, oh, like I can't bring it across. The other thing is that it's also just practice because there's ways of adjusting for it. If you're in a predicament, you can do something about it, but that's troubleshooting. We'll get to that later. Hip up or 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half waterfall. Mid thigh. Half waterfall. Bring the arms down. Over the head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lion's mane. Up. Up. Ready? Centurion. The pin to the outside of the right thigh. And looks so cool already. I love it. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the arms. Over the head. 1, 2. And over. Pin the hand to the outside of the right thigh. Good. Body roll.